Yeah, alright, guys. Yeah, alright, guys. Yeah, to understand this, you need to understand how brainwashing works. Now, when I were in my early 20s, I were obsessed with psychological profile books of like serial killers, cult murderers, cult leaders, things like that. And I had a book, and it was written by someone that used to do the job of a deprogrammer. Families in America, like families used to hire him, whose kids and that had been pulled into cults and shit, you know what I mean? And they used to basically kidnap these kids and deprogram them for the families, you know what I mean? Now, it were the story that it were going by was technically a made-up story, but he used that story to express real experiences that he had doing that job, and it explains the process of brainwashing and everything else, you know what I mean? Right, now, to brainwash somebody, first of all, and you see it with all the flat earth movement and everything else, like, first of all, to brainwash somebody, you have to cause confusion about the belief you don't want them to have. Yeah? And as soon as that confusion has been caused, that makes them question it. And as soon as they question it, they're then susceptible to new information. And so when they're questioning that belief, once you've made them confused, and they question it, you saw it with the COVID agenda. That's why nothing made sense. It was causing that confusion. Yeah. So once you've made them question what it is you want them to question, you then use repetitive affirmation and suggestive programming to install that in its place. And to do that, you just have to make the belief you want them to have make sense. More sense than the previous belief. Yeah? Now, the reason why cults target youth who are often troubled and feel like they don't belong anywhere, or they've got mental health issues, etc., etc., is because they're people that need to feel a part of something. They need to feel that they belong. They need to feel they're useful. They have a purpose. So they're a lot easier to brainwash using the method that I've just explained. Yeah? Right. Now, when you look at society and things like that, this is exactly how the governments and the elite and everything, I don't like calling them that, but it's what everyone knows them by. But that's exactly how they have done this with the masses. They've created a society that people feel that they don't belong. Yeah? The things don't make sense. People start questioning. They feel like they haven't got a purpose. Yeah? Everybody's heard the phrase when you get a job, "Oh, you've become a contributing member of society." Straight away, it's like the cult saying, "Hey, you're part of us. You've got a purpose now. You fit in here. You're now a contributing member of society. Now you have a job making more money for the rich people, and we're going to rob you blind. But that doesn't matter because you're a contributing member of society. You have a place, you fit. Congratulations." And it makes people feel good, like, yes, I'm part of this. I'm part of this fucking con. You know what I mean? And that's how the brainwashed masses, using exactly the same methods as cults, making people vulnerable. This is why they do all the fear tactics. They have to keep that vulnerability in people's psychology, otherwise they can't keep them brainwashed. Do you know what I mean? And that's why they have to have all these little fear agendas, like these fucking terrorist alerts, fucking illness, fucking threats, etc., etc. It keeps people feeling vulnerable. So it keeps people wanting to be part of this, what they're part of. I.e., it keeps people being slaves. Getting paid peanuts, getting paid barely enough to fucking live. Because they are a contributing member of society. I've got my place. I'm happy. Yeah? And that's how they did it. So this is why when people use the phrase, oh, they're asleep or whatever, it's not. And this is why people end up thinking that they can just shout at these people and they'll wake up like they're actually asleep. They're not. They are brainwashed. And to deprogram people, you have to use exactly the same method that is used to program them. So I hope that helps people understand how we've got into the state that we're in with society and everything else and people, and why they're so eager to believe what they're told by this unit that have given them that place, that have made them feel they have a place, that they are a functioning member, a contributing member of society. And while ever they give them that place that they searched for so long to feel like they fitted somewhere, they will keep blindly accepting whatever the people who give them that place tells them. Because if that place was to be taken away from them, they've no longer got a place. They feel vulnerable again. They feel like they haven't got a purpose. They feel like there's nowhere to fit in. This is why so many people suffered when they weren't allowed to work through COVID agenda and shit. You know what I mean? Because they no longer had that place to fit in. They felt vulnerable again. They felt like they didn't belong. Yeah? And that's how they've done it. I hope that makes sense to people. Yeah. See you in a bit. I'm going to let it run for a bit because he always seems to cut the end off for some reason on my lives. So, yeah. Love you all. Oh, yeah, I'm going to use the new salute. I invented the truther salute because it makes a